What's good, everybody? This is Urban Grind Radio, and I'm your host, Stephany Marie, your BFF, and I'm here with my favorite host.
What's going on, Rio Callix, baby? How we doing today?
Oh, we doing great. We doing really great. Now, we do have a special guest here, Mr. Edward Ark. Mr. Edward Ark, big time
cotton pusher.
T-shirt designer, sweater designer,
brand builder,
entrepreneur.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Brand builder.
Tell us about yourself, Mr. Edward.
Right now, I've been in this business for like 17 years. So I was in it when, even before the fashion geeks actually laid their foundation down. I was there when he pressed his first T-shirt.
How long was that ago?
17 years ago.
You started your business 17 years ago. So what made you say, I want to start printing T-shirts with like labels and different kinds of designs? I mean, you started helping a lot of small businesses.
No, it wasn't that. I was actually in the streets bad.
Okay.
So I was trying to look out a way for actually not to go to the two places where people normally go, which is either prison or death.
Yep.
So I was trying to avoid that, and I just wanted to do something different and just change the cycle of where they predicted us to go. And I just wanted to go another direction.
Yeah, so you said, I'm going to make this money.
I mean, doing what I'm doing is similar to actually doing what I was doing, but it's just more profit.
More profitable?
Less risk.
What were you?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
less risk.
What not doing?
Right?
That's not what I'm doing. What
weren't you doing? Yeah.
So when you got started with this whole thing, what was your first project? What was your first... your first project, how did that go? What got you really into it? I know, like, when I was, I don't know, I want to say like a year ago, I started trying to get into like doing designs and like printing clothing, stuff like that, and I thought it'd be really cool. I started seeing how much work goes into it and just how difficult it is to first get started, but then to have like the knowledge to be able to not only sell what you got, but actually be able to make a profit off it, or actually consistently make a business out of it. I was just drawing cool designs, and I started seeing all that. I'm like, whoa, you need a whole team for this.
Yeah.
Almost.
A lot of printers, right?
Yeah, so what I did, when I first started, I did an internship for like 6 months.
Okay.
And it was a 6 months internship where I got no pay.
No.
You might got a slice of pizza, but you got no pay. So what I did, on top of that, instead of spending 6 months in the streets, I spent 6 months learning what like 5 different great designers do, and I studied actually what they do. What I used to run is like the industrial embroidery machine.
Okay.
So I started on that, and then from there I picked up like coming early, and when I was coming early, I was picking up ideas of this person, ideas of that person, getting into their mind and trying to mix it all together, and Pyrex it myself and actually build the brand.
That's super cool, man.
So that's what I actually did. So I started off with an intern first to learn before I even got paid. That's what a lot of people don't want to do now.
Yeah.
And with the economies going on now, I can understand. But you have to start off by doing something for free to get into somebody's head and be perfect at doing it for free, and then you can start charging your fee.
Yeah. I don't know I can't remember who was it told me, but when it comes to building a business, a really successful one, you got to be willing to like eat the scraps until you really build it off. And it really, what does it take? 5 years to create something that's really going to be substantial if you really take good care of it. 10 years for a profit, right? Yeah. 5 to make it back, right?
Exactly. So that's what I started doing. So when I got out on my own, I started doing, selling my T-shirts and selling them to I really started selling them when people was out at night. So when they was out at night, a lot of people was either doing what they was doing, getting drunk and et cetera, and they was getting drunk, and I was selling them T-shirts and really getting on their nerves about how they couldn't afford the T-shirts, so when they wake up in the morning, they probably got like 10 T-shirts that they don't remember they bought. So I show up at like 5, 10 of them events, I'm sold out. So I do that for like 5, 6. Then I started doing trade shows, the Midwest trade shows.
Oh, wow.
And with the Midwest trade shows, what I would do that a lot of brands couldn't do, so I was right next, to the left of me was Levi. To the right of me was a Cool. So what happens when you're doing these trade shows is these trade shows had appointments. So if you came up early on your appointment, what happened was they'll roam to other people's brands that wasn't that big. So I would sell the T-shirts that was ready-made. So I had like 300-400 T-shirts in there, already ready-made print.
Yeah.
And by the time I walked out of there, I had probably like $8,000 of orders, and probably like $4,000 in cash because they bought them right there. Because they bought them there because they didn't have to pay the shipping fee.
Right.
Yes.
So that was saving them a lot of money. And plus, I tried to match up whatever shoe that came out with the Jordan.
Yeah. Oh, that's
So I was
cool.
double bubbling.
Yeah, man, that is wrong.
So I was just concept thinking from what I learned from doing the internship.
That was a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
So all of that came into plan when I was doing that. So,
Yeah, that's
but then
the
after that,
marketing of
everybody
it.
else started bringing all of their back stock that they had in their place, and they started bringing it to selling it after they saw I was selling it. 'Cause I used to
Okay.
have a certain bag. I used to have like if everybody walked around and they had like bags, they had sample bags or gift bags.
Mm-hmm.
I have all like pink bags. So you have like 20 pink bags going around the show holding their
and you
bags.
wouldn't know who
and
it was.
They wouldn't know who it was. They're like, where you get the pink bag from? Everybody with the pink bag. Then they come to my room and say, oh no, he's selling shirts up there. But I was selling probably $13 or $14 less than what I would sell retail, so I can just zoom them out there and get the brand out there.
Yeah,
That's a great way of thinking.
That is
So
a
I was
great
taking the
idea
L
too.
but taking the win.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it was real
man.
good. So that was a start there, and then I started.
An investment.
Yeah, it was an investment. Then I started buying the machinery. So I was getting them printed by other people. Then I started buying the machinery and cutting like half of the printing costs down. So my print cost was probably like $12. Me printing myself is putting me at like $4.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of wiggle room to actually do my
Yeah.
wholesale and retail. So after doing this for probably like a year, I picked up like 164 stores. So I was
164 stores.
Yeah, I was shipping to stores in California. Like I had the whole Midwest sold up.
Yeah, so you built in like a little empire.
Yeah, I built like an empire. So it got kind of exhausting because I was doing it by myself. And then when
I can imagine.
a lot of people didn't want to or didn't see the vision of it. So, but everybody was still in the area of doing what they was doing in the street. So
Wow.
they thought what I was doing was petty. When right now, half of them asking me, am I hiring?
Yep, man. And it's
So
that's a
it's crazy,
feeling,
but
dude.
I'm sure a lot of startup t-shirt companies are probably reaching out, if they have
Yeah,
their own equipment
they
to see
are.
if you need the help for the expansion that you're trying to cover.
But then I started also in the flea market. And the flea markets, what happens is that I started off selling $20 T-shirts. You're walking there with probably say you're walking there with about 100 shirts. Within 2 days, you're walking out with $1,000.
Yeah.
So you do 1,000 times 4 just for them 2 days, which is 8 days out of a month. That's $8,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus, so
So you do that times 52.
Where didn't you have the fear though?
Year.
Yeah, well, my bad. I know we're doing some math right now, right?
But
I was just
no, it's
gonna
all right.
ask.
I mean, it's money math.
Is money math? I mean,
My
you said
favorite kind of
52
math.
weeks in a year. You worked about 2 days selling T-shirts, 10 T-shirts a day, right?
No, it was more than 10 shirts. It just came out to that amount that I was making.
Averaging out
Averaging
throughout what
out
you were
within
doing.
a 2-day period. So it was like
Yeah.
it was better than some people that's actually working a job for 7 days.
Yeah.
Oh,
So if you can make
100%.
you can make $1,000 in 2 days. A lot of legal jobs are not walking away with that,
Right.
and it's tax free.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of
So
jobs
it's kind
that
of hard
kinda
for you
like,
to actually beat or downplay his position on what he's doing if you don't know the numbers game. So the numbers game added up better for me than it is for somebody who's working.
That's where that knowledge comes in of what you kind of do and what you kind of do helping out for other businesses too. Because
Exactly.
that's really what most of these people, like somebody like myself, was missing was that knowledge
Exactly.
of
The
like how to
number-
market,
how
how to get the numbers down.
Because them numbers was actually, them numbers was crazy. It was scary numbers.
Yeah, dude, it's a yeah.
And then
I
you're
was,
doing them ones, and then you're adding the stores that actually repeatedly ordering. So you're like, you're grabbing like checks, like here's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and keeping a consistency too, and like
Exactly.
consistently giving people a really good product every single time. You know what I mean? That's what gets the word of mouth spread out too, and you start branching out and all that too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it all starts with not having the fear to do things, right? To do
No,
what
I don't
you
care.
love.
I don't
You don't
care.
care?
I don't care. I don't care about.
Yeah,
I don't care. But you know what? That's the biggest thing about a lot of people. We fear. We have the guts to do it, but the fear comes from talking to people that would never do it. So you're talking to your dreams to somebody who never thought about being an entrepreneur or starting something else, but they're telling you their vision of what they may be. Now that's in your head. Now you fear now.
Yeah.
So right now, I only talk to people that have no fear.
You know, what everything you were saying about like building up a business and how long it was taking and how much you had to grind at it. It's something that I'm only recently starting to really relate to too as a producer. Like,
Yeah.
I had started really honing in on this, I want to say 7 years ago. 2 years ago, I built the first studio. And, like, now I started actually working at it in a way where it's like, this is my full-time job now.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of thinking about that and just being like, once you were saying that about people not seeing the vision, it's I can relate to that heavily, bro. I've seen a lot of people, I'm sure, just like look at what you're doing, probably tell you like, no, you should be doing something else, maybe do something else or whatever it is, but you stick to it, you work hard at it, and it really creates a great benefit, man. And then you got the freedom to do whatever it is you want to do.
Yeah, that's true too. But I also look at a lot of people that if you look at the news and you look at somebody that actually probably just passed away yesterday, how do you take advantage of today? You know what I'm saying? So they don't get that chance you have now. So how do you take advantage of a chance that they didn't have?
Right.
So you have to mindset yourself to put yourself like 2 steps ahead of where you feel like you're comfortable at. Take yourself out your comfort zone. And then just grind it out. And then, you know, there's no way in the world that I've seen somebody be consistent at something every day and not win.
Yeah, no, that's all it takes is consistency.
So I really don't even care about losing. An L is an L. An L is a learning.
Yep, that's
You know
how I
what
was
I'm
trying
saying?
to
Not a
look
lose
at
is a
it,
learning
man.
step. So you have to reverse your mind and thinking what your alphabets are.
Yeah.
So right now I'm at the brand stage of actually, I want to get out of the brand part. I want to do more producing part to actually helping people from. Right now we do the printing for DTF. We do DTF printing, DTG printing.
Right.
We do sublimation printing, and we do printing of banners like what you see right there. We do the banners for that.
Cool.
That's our
Okay.
new department. We doing the wholesale soaps. We're trying to give people a lot more. They're like saying, for instance, if you went to somebody else and they gave you a $12 price for a t-shirt, we can show you how to get that 12 down to 5. So what do you do with the other 7?
Yeah.
Times 24, if the minimum units is 24. So how do you save that 7 times 24 to actually put towards something else? Do you add a sweater? Do you add a jean? Do you add what to your brand?
Yeah, so you're making this whole process more efficient
that's-
for everyone.
Right, but that's still a numbers game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're trying to teach you how to actually take advantage of your numbers.
That's amazing.
And
Wow.
that's what I'm actually doing. That's where I'm at right now, because I don't want to be actually just known as a brand. I want to be known as a teacher or a scholar of how to get that young guy from actually pulling that trigger, sticking up somebody, getting them football numbers that he shouldn't get,
Yeah.
and how you can actually go from 1 step to the 5th step if you talk to the right person.
Yeah, hell yeah. Now, real quick, like, let's say me, I wanted to get started in putting this business together, this whole t-shirt thing, right, or a hoodie business, and I may or may not be actually serious about it, so how would I go about, what would the process be, how would I find you, how would I, like, what would I look up, what website am I
Oh, you would go to you can go to Instagram, Edward Art, or you can go to Edward Art Custom Tees at .com, and then you'll find us from there, and we'll give you all the information you need. You buy your own hoodies, wholesale. You come to us, you get the prints for a little something. You can pop them off, $30, $40, $50. Put you on.
Hell yeah, so you go through a process, do you talk to, like, someone about it, or is like an automated kind of
No,
process?
all you got to do is just email us, and we'll cross communicate, or you call my cell phone
awesome.
number.
Okay, so you take care of it yourself
And
too?
I'll take care of myself, bro.
That's beautiful. Yeah, there's not
But
many, yeah. I
There's
like
nobody
that
else to
too.
give you the best advice other than me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going to try to save you every dime.
Amazing.
I love that, man.
Now, it doesn't matter who it is, if they have their company already started and their production already flowing, or at least they're printers, right?
No, you don't have to be a printer. I want the people who don't print. I want the people who don't know. I'm trying to educate somebody from having, if you got multiple hustles, you got 9 hustles, I want to be your 10.
Help
So
you
you
start
can't have
another
enough
business.
hustles to actually learn this game to actually help you pay a light bill, a gas bill, a car bill,
Amazing.
child support, whatever you got to do.
Amazing.
My job is to try to help you elevate the poverty part of your life.
Okay, well, tell our viewers one more time where they can find you. Tell them who Edward Arc is.
Edward Art is a brand, the teacher, the scholar, the fabric pusher. You can find me on Instagram, Edward Art, EDWARD, ARK.
Yes, sir.
Amazing.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. And this has been Rio Callix. Yo, thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's been an honor. Love y'all.
Yeah, this is Urban Grind Radio. My name is Stephany Marie, your best friend. We'll see you next time.
Peace.
This is Edward Art. You listen to Urban Grind Radio. Tune in right now.